You are a dedicated martial artist and you want to become better at your craft. You want to improve your flexibility, but sometimes it feels like doing the same stretches every single class, the same stretches at home, is not working for you anymore. You've reached a point where you can't go any further. Therefore, in this video, we're gonna go through 3 different stretches to help you guys improve your flexibility today. Hey everyone, what's up? It's Sean from TaekwondoSean.com, and today we have 3 stretches for you, 3 static stretches, and 1 bonus challenge at the end of the video for you to try. Before we begin, many people ask what is the difference between static and dynamic flexibility. A lot of people think it's as easy as 1, you stay still, and 1, you move, and you wouldn't be wrong. But there's a different way to think about it. When you're doing static flexibility, you're improving the muscle's ability to go further into some kind of motion without pain, or reducing the amount of pain you feel, which is good. Whereas dynamic flexibility is warming up the ligaments and the joints and the muscles to prepare for further exercise. Now let's get into the stretches. Here we are. We're gonna be in our lunge like this, and we're gonna lean forward. You wanna try and keep your hands on your hips like this, or you can put your hands up like this. You wanna keep your back straight as you lean into the stretch. Now, what happens if you have weak knees or you have knee injuries from previous, life experiences? What you can do is, to avoid this overextending, you can put the foot forward and then go down into it, so making sure your knee stays over top of your ankle and not going any further than that. If you're healthy, if you're strong, this stretch, leaning forward while trying to keep your foot flat and past your toes, isn't the worst thing in the world for you. We have to make sure your body's ready. So this is like a disclaimer. Don't get injured. And then, once we're here, what we can do is we can put our hand planted on the ground, the opposite hand to the leg that's in front, put our hand on our knee, and gently push our leg out. And then we're gonna look over our shoulder, back behind us. Make sure you do both sides. Did you hear that crack? Our next stretch is one that you're probably already familiar with, the side splits. Now, what you want to do when you're holding your side splits like this is make sure your hips stay in line with your feet and that you're sticking out your butt slightly, and keep your hands on the ground for balance. You can have your feet flat or feet up, it's up to you. And then what you can do is squeeze the inner muscles here to pull yourself up. Hold it for 20 to 30 seconds and then relax into it and go slightly further down, and repeat that as you get lower and lower and lower. And then for our third stretch, we're gonna do our single leg squat. Now, depending on your calf flexibility, you may have to go up onto your toes here, like this. Now, if you can, try to keep your foot flat and go as deep as you can into the stretch. Good, and then the other side, same thing. Now remember, there's no harm in going up onto your toes and pushing the hip down, getting through here. And then as you increase the flexibility in your calf and everything like that, you can add keeping the heel on the ground for later. Any stretch is a good stretch, no matter what level you are. Now it's time for that challenge. Are you ready? We're gonna go from one single leg squat to the other side without touching the ground and without falling down, if we can. Ready? One leg out, feet flat, hands up, and switch from one side to the other side. Try not to touch the ground, try not to touch your legs, but if you have to, go ahead. And then try to keep your body as low as you can. Good, there you go. You are a dedicated martial artist and you're trying to become better at your craft. Today's video has helped you with 3 static stretches and 1 bonus challenge that, if you practice every day, will 100% improve your mobility, flexibility, and strength in your legs and your hips. Speaking of maximizing your Taekwondo kicking results, there is one more key that we haven't covered in this video, but luckily it's here in this video. Follow this video, I'll see you there. We're gonna improve your Taekwondo today.